We all need protein to grow and to keep our body healthy. We all need protein. Protein comes from meat, pulses, legumes, dals, and wheat, milk, egg. I will suggest to you to develop a habit of using grain as your main source of protein. Like grain has 40% protein, meat has 80% protein. So if you eat a kilo of grain, you will be eating like about 300-400 gram of protein. If you eat a kilo of meat, you will be eating 800 gram of protein. But who eats a kilo of meat? But you can eat a kilo of grain over 3-4 days. Besides that, there are few more important things that why you should develop a habit of using grain as your main source of protein. See, I told you I will share with you what life taught me. You won't find this thing written anywhere, but I will tell you why I am telling you that. Don't take it blindly because I said that. When I was in my medical school in 1970s, we were taught that meat is first class protein and vegetarian proteins are second class proteins, because meat can has more protein which can be absorbed and go into the body directly and add to the muscles. 30 years of medical research changed everything. Now it is known that people who eat meat have more diseases, more cancers, more heart disease, and many more problems compared to people who depend on vegetarian products like wheat for as the source of protein. One possibility is that protein is broken down to much smaller pieces when it is as grain compared to meat, where the bulk, like big pieces of protein more than amino acid level, can be absorbed. But what was thought to be an advantage turned out to be a disadvantage, that eating meat protein is worse for health. That is one. Second is, now we know that animals have feelings, so they love their family. How will you like to be plucked away from your family for some reason? You won't like it, they also don't like it. So they have feelings, they have intelligence, they have all the things we have, maybe slightly lesser, but they do have all those emotional issues and properties and strengths that we have. So be kind to them. See, you can say, okay, I will eat fish but I will not eat this, I will eat chicken but I will not eat that. See, 10 years ago a lot of Chinese food became common in America, and people were horrified to think and see that Chinese food includes cats and dogs. In America, they love cats and dogs as family. So, what you consider as fit to eat may really be beloved of some other people. So don't eat that because of the emotional and because of the psychological issues that are there. Now the most important thing, the world has become very crowded. Started with 3 billion people, now we have 8 billion people. And to create a kilogram of meat uses 10 to 20 times resources compared to creating 1 kilogram of vegetable or vegetarian protein. So if you want to grow, say, 1 kilogram of wheat, if you need like 10 square meters, to create 1 kilogram of beef or other animal protein meat, you need 10 to 50 times more space, grazing space, and space to cultivate to get that 1 kilogram meat protein. Same with water. Today there is shortage of water. Creating meat, making meat takes 10 to 50 times more water than creating protein from farming sources, vegetarian sources. The whole world can live very happily for many, many more years to come if we start focusing on grain as the primary source of protein rather than meat. If we continue to focus on meat, pretty soon we will run out of water. We will have extreme poverty in society because some people will be rich, some people will be poor, and poor will not be able to afford the expensive prices with all that limited resources. So to save the planet from disaster, it will be a good idea to switch on to grain as the primary source of protein. Then eat in color. See, till 10 years ago, nobody talked of color in food. Luckily, in countries like India and many other countries in South America where the products are grown locally, so they had a lot of color in the food, like as you see in this picture, tomatoes, then oranges, then chili, then so many things in here, bangan, or what do they call this, kakadi, cucumber, apple. Now they know that the different types of colored foods are good for different parts of the body. So if you eat multicolored food, you get good heart health, good skin health, you stay relatively young, you get less chances of cancer, you don't develop high blood pressure. All those things from eating in color. Now fast food, try to imagine that. It is so bland in color, everything is brown. No wonder if you eat fast food day in and day out, you will be missing on color in your food. So if you eat once a year, that's fine, but don't make it a habit that you end up missing on color in your food. Much more is going to come in the next 10 years on different colors of food and how they help us, but the initial studies are extremely encouraging that we should have as much possible as we can color in our food. Not artificial color, natural color, like shown in this picture. Always be inquisitive, ask questions. Don't take anybody's word as gospel truth, because once you go into details, you will really develop good knowledge. You will really develop full understanding of the subject, and then you will be able to explain it to others, to your children, grandchildren. Related to be inquisitive is that don't believe the hype. What is hype? Hype is something which is very little and it is magnified and presented to you as that this will save you from everything. What you see in advertising on TV, much of it is hype. You eat this, you will be young, your hair will be long, and they will be black, and you will always remain, your skin will be nice, and all that is hype. Here, like for example, one day they say chocolate is good for heart, other day they say no, it is not good for heart, then they say the white one is good for heart, then they say the brown one is good for heart. That's all hype. I don't say chocolate is bad, but they are trying to prove something which doesn't exist. Maybe it exists to a certain degree. What is chocolate? Chocolate is nothing like coffee beans. It is a natural product. But once you mix it with lot of oil, lot of sugar, it changes. So yes, maybe the original chocolate is good, but mixed with all the other things which they don't tell you about is bad for you. Bad for your teeth, definitely. Heart, maybe. So question things. Don't just believe the hype, whatever you are told, because you will see so much more hype coming in the next few years with all the TV channels being there. This is healthy food, this is healthy, this is healthy. No. Look at the outcomes. Outcomes means if people in certain community have easily lived to be 70, 80, 90 years old without much medical help, whatever they are doing, eating chocolate or not eating chocolate, they are doing it right. Follow them. Do you know any such community around you? See, most of the developed world is getting 70-year life expectancy after spending millions of dollars on healthcare. But many countries in the world, people just live to be 70, 80, 90 without much medical help. So what they are doing, follow that, because that is the secret. Everything else is hype. Value time. It is a one-way street. Once the time is gone, it is gone. Yesterday can't come back. So stop wasting your time on knowing uh, what is Justin Bieber doing or what is Britney Spears doing. It won't help you. If Britney Spears head is separated from her boyfriend, how does it help you? Or she wore a bikini, how does it help you? Or if Justin Bieber got a tattoo, how does it help you in life? How does it help you in exam? How does it help you in life? How does it help you anywhere? Instead of that, if you gain some good knowledge, it will help you all the time. You learn CPR, that is resuscitating a person who has collapsed. You learn first aid, that will help. You learned something about stars, moon, it will help because it will give you knowledge. But all that humbug about movie stars, about cricket stars, about politicians is just a waste of time. If you are on Twitter or Facebook and you are subscribed to them, just remove that subscription because you are wasting your time. Those people send you tweets and mails to get your money because you will buy their CD, DVD, whatever, go to their concerts, listen to them, give vote to them, and you are being really stupid in wasting your time in knowing that what did so and so actor do yesterday and what is he going to do on the beach. It's not worth it. Don't insult your intelligence. Yes, if you are a cricket player and you want to learn the tricks of other players, yeah, it makes sense to follow the people who are playing cricket. If you are in drama school or acting school, yes, it makes sense to follow famous actors, what they did. But even then, no use to follow that Justin Bieber had a tattoo or Britney Spears left the boyfriend. It doesn't help you. Don't waste time, please. You have limited life. Even if you live to be 100 years old, do you know how many days you have? I will give you the answer, 36,500. That's all. And you know how easy it is to spend 36,000, say, rupees or dollars? It's so easy. And you are wasting your days after day after day after day on such useless trivia. Your life, even if you live to be 100 years old, is 36,500 days. If you remove your childhood and age after 70 years, where you can't do much after 70 years, your life comes to like 20,000 days total. Don't waste it. Use it for something good. When you are a student, before you get married and settle down, learn as much as you learn. Develop yourself, because you won't have time to do that after you get married and have family. Knowledge you get before you leave this school will be the easiest knowledge you will get in life, because here the teachers take pain to teach you first and then take the exam. Life will take the exam, fail you, make you suffer, and that will teach you, which is better. So when you are in school, focus on your studies, focus on learning, get help from your teachers about the subject they teach, get help from your teachers about wisdom in life, and don't waste time. So go home, remove all those connections to all those people which are a waste of your time. All actors, all movie stars, all politicians, you don't need. Once you grow up, you can do whatever you want. When you are in your 50s, you will have plenty of time. In 60s, you will have more time. 70s, you will have whole day to do that. Next one is, read it carefully. I said avoid abuse by technology. You can't abuse technology. Technology is too powerful. What can you do? You can't do anything to technology, but technology can abuse you. So you can get so much unnecessary information and waste time, money and energy on that you will end up wasting your life, becoming nothing in the end. You don't need to know that your friend brushed her teeth or his teeth and he is wearing a blue dress today or green dress today, and that's what people are doing on much of technology. I got up, I brushed my teeth, I am watching this, I am watching that. Who cares? Focus on your life. Switch off technology totally when you really don't need it, and do not waste time, because there's no end to technology. There are billions of hours worth of data available, and technology will squeeze everything out of you. So be careful. Don't let technology abuse you. Switch it off when you don't need it, be it cell phone, mobile phone, be it television, be it computer. Switch it off, keep it away, and live your life. Now this is, you will say, why did I put it here? And the answer is that when I was 60 last year, I still had all my original teeth, not a single cavity, no problem, excellent, everything good. And you know why? Because my mother from childhood never let me drink my morning tea if I had not brushed my teeth, and I thank her for that. And people were so surprised. because everybody by 60 here in the West has lost few teeth, has many cavities. As you grow older, teeth become one of the most valuable assets. You lose your teeth, you can't eat well, you suffer from malnutrition, lack of nutrition, and you suffer the consequences of that, which are not good. In many countries, if you have a tooth problem, even the treatment available is neither good nor cheap. It's very expensive, and it is not even available in many places. Simple solutions like brushing your teeth first thing in the morning and last thing before you go to bed, cleaning your mouth well with water after you finish eating, not keep eating all day small boluses of food, are simple ways to protect your teeth. If you eat chocolate or highly refined foods, brush your teeth after that. Use things like Listerine to prevent bacterial overgrowth. After 70, you will thank me for this advice because so many people lose their teeth by age of 70, and with the increasing lifespan maybe you guys will live for to be 150 years old, but if you have lost your teeth at 70 it won't be fun. So love your teeth, please.